Hey guys, welcome to this video. Bryn here, shooting a quick video for you on an interesting topic which I've called the holy grail of momentum. Now, this has been talked about in different ways, in different places, but this is something I picked up a couple of days ago in a particular video training from some of my mentors that I thought it was an interesting perspective and vantage point and way to look at it, so that you can figure out how you're self-sabotaging yourself, why you're self-sabotaging yourself when you're going after those results, but you just simply don't take the actions necessary and follow through with the initial intentions you had set out for yourself and create those results that you desire in your life. So why is it that we buy a treadmill and we end up never actually getting on it? We buy that training course, but we never actually download it or never watch the videos and actually follow through and implement what we would have learned. So we end up self-sabotaging. We have great intentions initially, but for some reason we just don't take the actions that we know we need to take to get the results we desire. A guy, Roger Bannister, men had been attempting to run the 4-minute mile for centuries. He ended up breaking it inside the 4-minute barrier, and in the 2 years following that, 37 people ended up running a 4-minute mile. So what happened there? See, it suddenly became a possibility in their own minds. Up to that point, the potential was always there. As humans, the most erudite scientist in the world isn't going to argue that you can't determine how much potential humans have. It's quantifiably pretty much unlimited. So with that in place, we all have the potential to do what we want to do. It's already been proven. Other people, the majority of goals that we have, other people have already done them, so they've already achieved them. So it's been proven. But what's holding us back from following through? What happened when he broke that 4-minute mile? How come Frank Kern, the most famous internet marketer in the world, his first goal was to earn $300 a month online, his next goal $2,500, and he was the first guy in history to ever earn $1 million inside of 24 hours in the internet marketing industry. And as soon as he did it, what happened? There was a whole stream of people that ended up following through and doing the same thing. So again, this barrier of possibility is suddenly, or impossibility, suddenly broken down, and then it's accessible to everyone. The ability to do it becomes accessible, although the ability was already there. It was always there. So what ends up happening, guys, we have what was described in this training video. We all have the potential, but we end up self-sabotaging ourselves with our level of certainty. So how certain we are about our level of potential is what determines how much action we take. That action is the cause which creates the results in our life, and the results that we see is the feedback which feeds back into our and reinforces our belief. So if we believe that we have a lot of potential, how much action are we going to take? We're going to take a ton of action, which is going to produce massive results, which is going to reinforce our positive belief, and you go, hey, I'm a stud. You take more action, you get bigger results, and you get an upward spiral of success. Now, if you look at it from the other perspective, it depends how much potential you believe that you have. No one's going to be able to convince you otherwise until you make that shift internally yourself. So if you believe that you've a limited amount of potential, even if you buy that training course, you're going to take very little action and follow through on it, which is going to create dismal, if any, results. That feedback is going to reinforce your limiting belief, and you're going to say to yourself, see, I knew I couldn't do it. You take less and less action, and you go on a poisonous downward spiral of doom and you end up self-sabotaging yourself again, and there you've got no results. And it's that cycle, that process that ends up following through. So what needs to actually happen is, before anyone achieved anything of any great significance in history, they had to be certain of it internally, in their own minds. They had to generate those results in their own minds, whether it be through visualization or whatever it may be. They had to see it before. Like the guy who ran the 4-minute mile, he had been trying that for years. His body wasn't getting him there, but as soon as he started to visualize it internally, and he seen himself breaking that 4-minute mile barrier, that's what his mind is what pushed him through, pushed his body through. Take an example. They did a survey with basketball players. They had 3 separate teams. They got one team to do absolutely nothing for 6 weeks. They didn't practice, they didn't train, they didn't think about basketball. The other team was on the court every day practicing their shot constantly for the duration for the 6 weeks. The other team, they sat at home, but what they were doing was visualizing. They were visualizing the perfect shot. Now it's been proven that when we visualize, all the same neurons and motor neurons actually fire as if we were actually doing the activity itself. So if you've got a 100-meter sprinter visualizing himself running 100 meters, they've analyzed this. Literally all the same muscles are firing in the exact same sequence, because you're through your imagination, where you're generating images within, your subconscious mind can't tell the difference between imagined reality and what's actually taking place, what you're taking in through your sensory factors. So this is a way to condition your mind for success, and it's what all top athletes, all top entrepreneurs, all successful people do. And this is how, no matter what your financial situation, your health situation, whatever it may be, you've got to create that certainty within, which is going to, once you've got that certainty, you're going to tap into more of your potential, which was always there, which is going to allow you to take more action to create the results that you desire, and then you get that positive reinforcement which drives more and more action. You see, the potential is always there. If you take a 50-watt bulb, plug it into an electrical outlet, it's going to generate a certain amount of illumination in the room. You plug in a 500-watt bulb into the exact same socket, the luminescence in the room goes up drastically. Now, the same power was always there. All you did was change the potential, and the power was always there. All you did was change the instrument through which that power was expressing itself. And that's what the shift in mindset does for us. It allows us to become more certain. Therefore, we tap into more of our potential, which allows us to take more action, which sets up the cause, which creates the effect, otherwise known as results, that we're looking to achieve in our lives. So guys, figure out a ritual, figure out something, whether it be just set aside 10 minutes every morning to visualize the end result, the end goal of what you want to achieve, what you desire in your life. Then it doesn't work if you just do it one time. That's only going to put you in a peak state of performance for that one day. But if you want it to be long lasting, you've got to form that habit. We're creatures of habit. We're in the habit of doing things and the habit of not doing things. So what you want to do is build the habits that are constructive and conducive to your unfoldment and to the person you want to become. So build in every morning. It's one of the best times to do it. It's one way of doing it. Build in that ritual, whether it be just visualizing. Develop the habit that's going to create the certainty, which allows you to tap into more potential, creating more action, creating bigger and better results in your life, guys. So I hope that was beneficial. Think about it, see how you can apply it to your own life, guys. If you like this video, if you got value from it, feel free to share it, leave me a comment below. I'd love to hear your ideas and what you use and what you implement into your own life, guys, to create results and create success. So thanks for watching, and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.